Eddie's still the most famous cyclist and most achieved cyclist. I know everybody ranted and raved, this is the greatest cyclist to ever live, but most people who said that, including journalists, didn't live through the Merckx era. Merckx was a man who could dictate as and when he wanted to, and he would even invite the riders to go with him on the attack. He's told them, he said, here, next lap, I attack, right here. Nobody could go with him, and he rides away on his own. Extraordinary character. So Tadej's very much on the rungs of the ladder to emulate Eddie Merckx, but he needs, I reckon, at least 5 more years of stardom to become as good as Eddie. So Eddie is a man to look up to. Still is. Belgium can't give him any more awards because he's taken a lot. He's a Baron of Belgium, friends of the royal family. He's also a friend of Phil Liggett too, because I like him a lot, even though he affected my career in many ways, because I had a pro contract in Belgium and I couldn't beat Eddie Merckx, so I didn't sign the contract. But it turned me into being a journalist, so life hasn't turned out too badly. And I told Eddie that story 30 years on. And Eddie said to me, Phil, he said, sit down, why are you here? I said, I'm here, Eddie, to write a story about you. Oh, he says, my English is so bad, I'll talk in French. I said, well, it's up to you, but I think your English is pretty good. And then I said, don't forget, Eddie, you're the reason I'm not a professional. And he looked at me and he looked at my toes and he gradually let his eyes work up to my head. And he said, you beat me. I said, yes, that's why I didn't turn professional, Eddie, because I couldn't beat you. And he just went, that's the way he is. He just, of course you couldn't beat me. Nobody beat me. I said, Eddie, you're the most boring cyclist I ever reported, because every time I watched the race, you won it. Why didn't you lose a couple? Lose, he said. But I couldn't lose because the people are paid to see me race. So I had to win for them. I couldn't finish third or second. And so he has that wonderful reputation of ridden 1,500 bike races and won 525. If you take in his seconds and his thirds, there weren't many races he didn't podium in. That's how good he was.